In my other video, I told you guys that in this lawsuit, there are exhibits, a lot of exhibits, and a lot of details that we did not know. And I think it's important to comb through all these details. Now, Rogelio Norris included an email that he sent to Alan McVoy, who we now know is the person that handles Liam Payne's finances. And he had CC'd Geoff Payne, Liam Payne, Ignacio Bard. And I want us to go through this email that Rogelio Norris included in his lawsuit. Somehow this email is supposed to shed light to things, and he's using it in his defamation case. Let's get into it. The email reads, and it's from Rogelio. Hey, Alan. As discussed over the phone, I wanted to send you a recap of the last 4 months. Liam stayed at my friend's ranch down in Palm Beach, and since the first day he arrived, he was monitored and treated by professional doctors who specialize in addiction. He stayed fully clean without access to any hard drugs during his whole stay. So for 4 months, he was staying at this ranch. It sounded like he had a specialized group that was watching him. The plan was for him to work on preparation for a music tour and stay healthy and busy with work. A plan he successfully followed during his stay in the US. I personally helped him close the Netflix building the band deal as instructed by him, and he signed himself to CAA after going to their offices and meeting with their whole team multiple times. I never received any salary in spite of having paid for a big part of his expenses during his stay, including a private jet trip down in South Africa. So Rogelio here is saying, I never got paid for any of this, nothing whatsoever. So he was doing all this for free? Who paid for the treatment people to be there? If he said to the family, I'm doing this, and this has been mentioned more than once, why is he mentioning salary here? Because that's what it's been repeated. He did it for nothing, right? And I've told you guys, nobody does something for nothing, especially when it comes to taking care of an addict. Nobody does anything for nothing. Why would he put this in this message that was dated in August 23rd of 2024? Is it possible that he wanted to basically have Liam be recovered, okay, have him be set up to a music career, and then somehow generate income, be paid back through that? I'd like to understand, right? Just a couple of questions I have. But let's keep reading this email that's part of the lawsuit exhibit. I've never received any salary in spite of having paid for a big part of his expenses during his stay, including a private jet down in South America. As you very well know, I never sent an invoice for Liam to cover for my expenses either. Again, he's reminding the financial person who handles Liam's finances, I'm not sending invoice. I'm paying out of pocket. I don't need to get reimbursed for my out-of-pocket expenses as I helped him out as a friend. Again, please note that now that he is back in the UK, I decided to stop helping him as I don't live in Europe and, frankly, don't have the time anymore due to my business schedule. I'm really concerned for his well-being while he is out there, and I hope you can bring professional doctors to check on his health regularly as soon as possible, as I did while he was out in the US. So let me stop right here. Who's paying for these doctors? I don't know. I have questions about this. But also, like, this is Rogelio's email to end the relationship. Then why not just walk away out of the situation right then and there? Because the way he propositioned himself to Casa Sud was Liam Payne's manager. Then Lula Miranda propositioned herself as the assistant manager.
And there's two names in this email. Rogelio Norris, whose name is manager, it says manager there, and Lula Miranda, asistente de manager, the manager's assistant. So you have Rogelio Norris, who's the manager, and then you have the assistant, Okay?
I'm not going to put a title on myself unless I'm getting paid, friend or not. There's one thing that separates friendship. Let me tell you, it's money. Is it a business? Is it a business partnership? Are they friends? Were they not friends? Here, he's saying that Liam Payne's needs were huge. So why wasn't he taken to a treatment center right after this email? Liam Payne, based on how things have been described by the own psychiatrist's email, shouldn't have been traveling. He should have been in a treatment center. There should have been no care team. This right here, all these doctors even failed him because they sat there and they treated him there. They very well knew that they couldn't. They should have said he needs to be in a center. He needs help. He needs more intensive one-to-one inpatient treatment. Seems like they were playing with his life, in my opinion. I'm really concerned for his well-being while he's out there, and I hope you can bring professional doctors to check on his health regularly as soon as possible, as I did while he was out in the US. I'm going to stay fully out of the picture and disconnect from now on, and I wish you all the best with Liam's health and career. This was August. You didn't stay out of the picture. You remained. Why? I also wanted to point out I received a call from Beldar today asking me to stop a payment coming out of Liam's JP Morgan personal account. So if you weren't handling his finances, you were able to make those calls, right? As a friend. I wanted to make it clear. I wanted to make it very clear Liam opened a personal account in JP Morgan by himself while he was in the US after meeting with the JP Morgan representatives. That's his right to do. He still had control over his finances. He wasn't in a conservatorship. I don't have, and I never had access, nor am I authorized to even view his personal account. I am certainly not going to get involved with any Liam's personal financial decisions. But yet, before this, you're also writing up here that you wanted to point out to the person that's handling the finances that a payment should stop. Okay. I'm CCing Jeff and Liam as they can vouch for everything I'm saying on this email. I'm also CCing my lawyer from the DLA Piper to keep them informed. Thank you, kind regards. So my question is this. If Rogelio wrote this in August of 2024 on the 23rd, what changed between August to October that he's out there in Argentina with Liam? What changed? That's the question. Because this piece right here doesn't make any sense to me. You're walking away from a friendship. What did you walk away from the friendship, or did you walk away from the manager part, or did you walk away from, like, what did you walk away from exactly? Because here it could have been, I'm done. I'm giving everything up. I'm out of here. But you continued there. And then you also told the financial person, stop a payment. They do respond to his email. Alan says, the financial person says, thank you for your email, Roger, and apologies I missed your call on Friday evening. I'm not sure any purpose would be served by a response from me at this stage as discussed over the phone. He's basically repeating what their conversation was. Just to be clear, we didn't discuss anything over the phone as we didn't speak on Friday. Likewise, I'm copying Lawrence to keep him informed. So Lawrence, I'm assuming, might be another person in here, an attorney, I don't know. Jeff responds and says, just to confirm, I received this email from spam. So somehow this email went into a spam box. Jeff responds. He writes another email. Okay. For clarification, I'm referring to Roger's original email. Also, thank you for your call yesterday, Roger. I have taken what you had to say on board. Regards, Jeff. Okay. This is the email in between them. In here in the exhibit title, it says plaintiff confirms not responsible for Liam and defendant Jeff acknowledged. Whatever arrangement that they had, right? Whether they're friends or maybe it's a friend looking out for a friend. If let's just say that that's the case for Roger, that was the arrangement that they had. They were just friends, right? I think sometimes people miss the mark when it comes to contracts. Did you know that you can make a contract simply by agreeing with the verbal agreement, and that contract could be held in court, right? Even here in Roger's own email, he's highlighting the different things that he has done to what he has said he hasn't been paid or reimbursed. If you're a friend, he's saying as a friend, he wasn't reimbursed, but he wasn't expecting that. But yet, he's good to mention that he wasn't reimbursed. So, what was this relationship like? And that's the mystery. And this is why we're going to continue to do videos about this specific lawsuit, because there's pieces of information that's being released out here, nuggets of information that I'm finding out as we're reviewing this. This email means nothing because it just basically outlines the fact that your involvement with Liam was pretty significant. And I can't get away from the fact of that specific narrative that we've talked about on my channel. And I have 60 plus videos, a whole playlist that I've started. It's in the description box where you guys can go all the way back from when we first started covering this case. And you're going to see myself, and I know a lot of other creators, started talking about this based on the little information that we had and the hard work that we did to put together all this information, right? And you're going to see the development of how information started. One video, you're going to see how we were given this piece of information. Roger said this here, and then this is being shown here. What exactly was all of this? Everybody knew, right? And I mean everybody, even Liam's dad, by his own admission, knew that Liam had problems. Liam acknowledged that, right? Jeff trusted that he would be in good hands. He's traveling to Argentina. He's going to, meet one of his friends, Niall Horan. This is meant to, it's good for him to be in contact with friends and family that he knows and everything, right? He didn't know that he would be unsupervised. Liam couldn't be unsupervised. Psychiatrist told him that. By Roger's own admission, he knew how hard it was getting to be around Liam. Payment or not, maybe Roger waited for Liam to maybe have a hit single or something to come up so that he could be paid, reimbursed, as the word that he's using here in this email, so that he could be reimbursed and somehow be able to make some kind of monetary financial gain from this at some point. Sometime in August, it got too hard, right? But just because he said it here doesn't mean that he was contractually done with, because he was still with Liam in October. And this was his care team, okay? Guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you are in support of my breaking this down, thank you so much. Hit the like button. A lot of videos like this are going to get suppressed because every time we get to a nugget of information, from the time that I translated the interview with Brian Bias, it just seems like people get really into their feelings and they start reporting videos, which is what happens here. I had it done in a couple videos as it pertains to this topic, but we're going to keep reporting it. Reading a lawsuit is just reading a lawsuit. Facts ain't defamation. And neither is reading the lawsuit, as that surprise witness likes to highlight. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.